Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing good. So today I'm going to show you form validation in Laravel. So let's get started with today's video. So I've created this view. You can see I'm having name, email, phone number and image. So this form I'm going to submit and I'll show you how to validate this form. And let me show you database as well. So here you can see I'm having Laravel tutorial and inside that I'm having table contact and you can see the field name, ID name, email, phone number and file name. So right now there is no data. So now let me show you code. Now in root file web.php you can see my base URL is going to contact controller index function. So let's go to contact controller and let me show you index function. So in index function, I'm loading my view that is contact. So now let's go to contact.play.php and let's see. So here you can see I have loaded some bootstrap here and I have one form. I have given ID to it that is contact form. After that method post and its image is there that is file type. So that's why I type multipart form data and on submit I'm calling one function save contact form. So that I'll be writing in script and after that you can see fields. I'm having input name, input email, input phone and input image and at last some scripts are included. Let me show you model as well. So in model I have given table name that is contact and after that fillable property. I want name, email, phone and file name to be like filled in my form. So now let's start with submitting this form. So I have already written on submit. So in script I'm going to create the same function. So write function save contact form and here write first is let's say event prevent default because I don't want my page to refresh. Now let's get form data. So for that let's say create one variable contact form and write dollar and I'm going to pass the ID of my form that is contact form. At zero index I'll be finding data. Let me just console it and show it to you. After that let's write Ajax. So first one is method, let's say post URL, I'll be defining it later. Now for data, let me create one more variable, let's say contact form data, and inside that I'm going to create form data and I'm going to pass my contact form inside that. Now let's pass this contact form data in our data. After that let's handle for image. So for that write process data false and content type also false. These two options will send my file as file. And last is success of function response and I'm just going to console the response. Now for URL in web.php I have already defined that is save contact form. It's going to controller as well. So before that let me just pass in URL here. So in URL firstly write URL only and after that write the same path that is save contact form. So this root save contact form is going to contact controller store function. So let's go to store function and let me just dd the request parameter what I'm going to get here. So write dd request all. Now let's check in browser. So write name kt, email let's say kt@gmail.com, phone number write any random number and image upload one. And here you can see in console that at zero index I'm getting my form data. So let me just show you in network as well. So here you can see save contact form. I'm getting all my fields token, input name, email, phone number, file. So now let's start with validation. So for validation, request is having function, let's say validate. So that I'll be using here. So inside validate, I'm going to pass all my fields. So let me show you now. So basically key is going to be your input field name. So here I'm having input name. So that as a key I'm passing. And after that I'll be passing rules for that. Let's say name is going to be required. After that second is email. So email, it's also going to be required, and validation will be email. So for that, and in between you can use pipe. So required and pipe, then email. So it will be like both rules will be applied to email. After that, third is phone number, so that is also required. After that, image, so pass this required as well. So for name, I'm passing another validation as well, that is, let's say I want minimum characters, that is 5. And for phone number, I'm going to pass numeric. And one more thing I'm going to pass is regex. So it's like I'm going to just allow 10 digits only. So for that, let me just write reject, that is from 0 to 9, and up to 10 digits you can allow. That's it. And last third one is image. So I'm going to put validation on extension types, that is jpg, png, and jpeg. Let's check in browser. So just click on submit, and you can see in network there is error. So you can see name is also like required, email also required, phone number also required, and image also required. Oh, so now I'm going to show you how to handle these errors in front end. So now let's go to Ajax, and in Ajax I have handled only success. So I need to handle error as well. So write error, write function inside that. Let's get the error. Now let me just console this error. Let's show you how we will be getting these errors. So let's check in browser, submit, and in console you can see all these things I'm getting in response. So here you can see in response text, and after inside that also errors, you can see all the errors. So I need to get this into my error. So here write response, after that response JSON, and inside that errors. So let's hold this in a variable. So let's say write variable form error. So now let's create a div for displaying these error in our front end. So let's define a div in the starting of the form only. So write div with id, let's say form errors. Now let's go and define our form errors in this div. So let's go and create one more variable, let's say var, and a blank string. So response I'm getting as an object, and inside object as a array. So firstly I need to check if I'm having that error or not. So for that, write, let's say form errors dot has on property. So firstly let me check email, let's say input email. So now let's concat email error into string. Before that, let me define in string variable a div with class text danger, as it will give a danger background, that is red background, to a div. And after that, if condition, let me also close this div. So one more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to a unordered list. So write ul and end it after if condition ul, and inside that now let's pass the errors. So now write form errors dot input email, and inside that at 0 index we are having error. So for other fields as well, I'm going to do same things. I'm writing different if condition, as it might be possible that it's just email is having error, or a name is only having error. It's not there that all four fields I'll be getting in my error. So that's why individual I'm just checking here. So first let's handle error for name, after that email. Third one is going to be phone number, and fourth one is for image. So, so after handling all the errors, I'm just going to append this string to my div that I have created for displaying errors. So write dollar hash and write the form errors id, and in that write html and pass this string variable. So I forgot to add one more thing, is that li tag in front of error. So I'm just quickly add li to every error and close the li tag as well. So now let's go and check in browser, refresh, and Now click on submit. So now go to top. Now you can see I'm displaying all my errors, that all fields are required here. So now let's check another validation as well. So refresh and write name, let's say K, and email just K at the rate G, then phone number. Now submit. Now you can see input name should have, I have given 5, minimum 5, so 5 character it should have. So let's say write trusters, and second is that phone number format. So let me just write more than 10 digits, let's say. Then click on submit. Now you can see that name is gone, name error is gone, phone number and input is pending. So let's now write 10 digit only in phone number. So now you can see only image is pending. So select image and submit. Its error is not going, so let me just inspect and see. So you can see now in network there is no error, so it's just that it's getting success here, so it's going to success in Ajax, but before that it's going to error, so we need to remove this error in our success. So let's go to success, and in that let's blank this div, that is form errors. So just copy from below and paste here and pass blank inside that. So now let's go and check in browser, refresh. So now write again name, let's say K and K thrusters directly. After that email, so that is, let's say kt@gmail.com. After that phone number, write a valid phone number. Then I'm going to upload one image. So let's submit this once. So here you can see error. Now let's choose image and upload. So now you can see error is gone after image upload. So that's how you can do validation of your form. And now you can insert in your DB after this. So after that, let's get the validated data in a variable, let's say validate data. So now let me just quickly create data for inserting. So create a data variable, inside that write name and validated data we are getting as an array. So pass that input name, same for email, after that phone number, and last one is image. So now get the contact model. So contact, and inside that I'm going to use function insert and pass the data variable in this. So at last I'm just going to return success. You can handle your if and else condition, that is a success or failure. So just submit this form and you can see success in response. So now let's check in DB as well, refresh. So now you can see it's inserted. So in this video I have shown you how to handle form validation and how to insert data into database. So this video got a little bit lengthy, so I just hope you like this video and logic is clear that how to handle validations in Laravel. So that's all in this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.